Welcome everybody. We're in another episode of Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to do a hard Hydra run with my third team of the week. Going to be using Deacon, Thor, Skorid, uh, Elva, some WuKong, and Maulie. Maulie's a new one for me this week. I got her recently, so she's going to be doing Provoke for us. Everybody else, you pretty much know what they're doing. Thor's our damage dealer. Skorid's doing Hex and a little bit of damage. Sunwoo's doing some damage, but also doing block debuffs. Elva's putting out the speed, decreased speed, a little bit of revive, some continuous healing, and a perfect veil on himself, which helps out a little bit. Let's see how we do today. This isn't a top group for sure. It just happens to be what I have left over for champions that are built okay to do this run. I do got some new champions coming up though that I'm building up, so some of my teams might start being changed around. I recently got Whisper earlier, about 2 weeks ago. I've been slowly building Whisper up. And I might have Lydia in the next couple weeks. And if I get Lydia, she could replace some people on the team. So yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the stuff that I might be able to do here down the road to make my teams better. My main goal for these Hydra runs that I do is really just to make sure I get the top chest out of each difficulty. That way I'm maxing out on my loot chances and just try to get as many clash points as I can for my clan. I mean, I'm not a big clash point guy. I usually average around 700 clash points a week right now. Goes up by a little bit each week, as I get better stats on some of these champions, get some more ascensions into their gear, and then obviously as you get better gear, your champions will get better, or you swap different champions out for better champions as you get them. So there probably won't be nothing exciting about this run. It's not going to be a top damage run, and will take a while to do damage because these guys aren't my best built champs. I mean, Thor's built pretty good for my account. But some of these others aren't built at the top level of what my game is. Because I got other champions that are built better, like, Necmo, Rafflos, Skrank, my two Ugos that are in the other teams. Rector Draft, Makaji, and Ninja. But that's the way Hydra goes. Hydra goes to where you try different combinations and find out what works for you. Get one team going, then you work on the next team. You just move down the list, and I don't know, I started out where I could only do normal in the beginning, and then I managed to move up to hard, and then I moved to brutal, and then, I don't know, one day I was just able to do nightmare enough with my one team to warrant moving all my teams up to nightmare, brutal, and hard. Just takes time. I mean, it takes getting the right champions for the right combinations of filling all the stats in the game. It's like, especially at the higher levels of a Hydra, you really want, improved defense, decreased attack, block buffs, stuff that can control what buffs are getting put on you, what buffs are getting put on them. Somebody that can handle fear, whether it's through Shamel removing the fears, or some other champion that removes the fears, or using champs that can do perfect veil and block it from you getting feared when you attack the head of torment. You know, and then obviously you need provoke. I mean, if you, especially if you got the head of decay and the head of blight in combo like we do in this rotation, you know, preventing the head of decay from cleansing everybody by keeping them provoked basically means that whenever the head of blight goes to cast his poison cloud, he won't have a clean slate to put it out there. He'll only drop it on people that you didn't get a block buff onto. You know, and understanding that in these fights is real key. At the lower levels, you probably don't need decrease attack as much. Depending on where your defense is on your teams. But mostly it's really required because of the head of wrath. He hits very hard. And if he's in range, or it even has reflect damage on him, it's a lot of damage to kick back on you. So I would definitely say at like brutal and above, you want decreased attack. You want to be landing that. In fact, I did some team testing earlier this week. I was trying to combine my brutal team and my nightmare team to move some guys up, and I couldn't get it to work. And the main reason why is I didn't have another champion that was doing the decreased attack at nightmare level, and I was getting trashed. I mean, it was that big of a deal. I was doing the damage, I was ahead on my damage numbers, had good champions up there, but I did not have decreased attack because I had swapped out Necmo for Eastrid. I wanted Eastrid up there for weaken, which allows more damage and stuff like that, but in doing that, I took decreased attack away from the party, and guess I really didn't realize how bad that was going to affect me until I saw, and just I could not get a run going that way. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of champions that have decreased attack for AoEs, which is where I would rather have it. The two main guys I have are Necmo and Wixwell. I didn't try Wixwell at Nightmare because I was trying Maulie up there since she can place her provokes. But next week I may try putting Wixwell up there instead of Maulie. But I was trying to put a revive into that team is what I was after. So I don't know. I might do some more tinkering, or I may just wait until I get Lydia in a couple weeks. I'm real close to getting Faction Wars done. And when that's done, I'm thinking about re-gearing my whole account and building some tunes. Basically rebuilding all my champs. You know, because, you know, as you get new champions, you gear them in, and you tend to throw your better gear on the newer champs that you got. You know, so people like my Thor, my Raplos, even my Necmo, they probably don't have top gear overall, but if I do a re-gear, they will end up getting top gear. But I don't want to do that until I have Lydia, because I know Lydia will change my account quite a bit. And by then I may have a few more people built up, like I may have some more ascensions on, like Maulie. I'll have Whisper fully geared out. Whisper's leveled. No blessings on her, but I'll have her fully geared out, and I may try her in one of the damage parties. You know, and I may grab some other champions. I'll probably have this new fusion that's going on this month done, and I may want to try some type of poison team with HP burn with him, because he's going to be activating poisons. So he may have some good potential for damage. I'm not sure yet. Waiting to see if anybody does some test teams with him to see what comes out. But I am going for that fusion, so we'll definitely see how it goes. I really like Maulie as a provoker because obviously because she can place provoke, so you don't have to worry about weak affinity on the head. It'll also place it through the clouds. You know, because she places it and not through an attack. The one thing I don't like about her is that it's on her A2 skill. I really do like champions that have provoke on A1 because you can constantly be putting it out there, so like if you do fail, you know, you'll get it out there. You know you got multiple chances to try to get it there, or you don't have to worry about the timing. Like with the head of decay, if I know it's up, I may have to hold off on Maulie's A2 until to do it at the right time on the head of decay, because sometimes you'll put a 1-turn provoke up and sometimes you'll put a 2-turn up, and you definitely don't want to leave the head of decay unprovoked when he goes. You know, so that's sort of why I like champs that have provoke on A1. You know, it's just a lot more flexible on when you're trying to do stuff. So far this run's going okay, overall. Like I said, it's not a lot of damage. I mean, my other team would be doing more damage on hard, obviously, if they were here. But it's doing okay. I'm somewhat okay with this damage right now. I mean, it is my third team, you know, and third teams generally aren't that good, especially on accounts that aren't that old. I mean, I've only been playing just a little over a year. Started in late October last year. So it's getting there. You know, as I get champs, I'm building them up, and then as new champs come out, they help out too. Oops. Not targeting the right heads here, though. I keep targeting these heads that are weak affinity on me. That just makes a lot less damage. Thor does good damage numbers for me. Sungwoo does okay, but he's one of my champs that I haven't re-geared in a while, so he's... damage numbers wise, he is low. Speed wise, he's low. He's definitely one of my early tunes that I geared up a while ago. Yeah, so he'll benefit from a re-gear whenever that happens. One thing I'm missing from this party is HP burn. I just didn't have enough combinations of the right other buffs to get HP burn in here. And I mean, if you're not going to have one of the buffs, then I'd say HP burn's like the one that you want to go without if you have to. You know, you don't want to go without Hex, because Hex with Head of Mischief makes it possible to hit the Head of Mischief, which can be important if he ends up eating one of your guys. I don't know, I'm having trouble keeping these guys up right now. This team usually doesn't struggle this much. Now I did swap it. I took out Vizix for Maulie here. And I may be missing that little bit of extra defense that Vizix does provide. We're doing pretty okay now. We got 3 heads down. It's not as big as it used to be when they made the changes with all the heads. Yeah, but for this group, it's nice to have that many heads down. Give me a lot more chance to do damage. It'll be bad if they all pop back at the same time, because they'll be immune to damage for that one turn. So we gotta watch how that happens. Oop. This head comes back early because I had all 3 other heads down. And that's our Head of Mischief, so we definitely need to get a Hex back on him when we can. There we go. Yep, this part is kind of lacking healing, also in a way. I mean, I got Elva doing the continuous healing, which helps. It's enough at this level, especially since she can revive and Maulie can revive. You know, so there's not a whole lot of other healing going on, unfortunately. You know. The only thing is, like, I guess when Deacon puts his leech out, I can focus people on where we put the leech, which will provide a little bit of extra healing. It is another nice thing about Necmo is he does a AoE leech, which helps keep a party healed. I get a block buff up soon before he goes. Now you can, even though they're immune to damage, you can still debuff these heads that are immune. It won't block the buffs that you put out there, or debuffs I should say. It just makes it to where you're weak hitting them damage wise all the time. Oh, all 4 heads are up at the same time. Oh, and I didn't get them. Oh, that's terrible there. Oh, Head of Decay's not gonna be provocable now. That's actually this is a bad situation. 3 heads are poison clouded now on me. That's, I don't like that at all. This is what you don't want to see happen, and it happened. Can't steal them because they're all protected. I did get the block buff through that though. That's interesting. Did not think I could get that through. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I don't know how that got through. It shouldn't though. have to read up on that skill a little bit better. Maybe I'm misunderstanding part of it. Because Sun Wu doesn't place it, he doesn't attack, so... yeah, it's a bit weird. Every time I try to attack this Head of Mischief, because I don't have Hex on him, he's just directing my attacks everywhere else. So we're not getting a lot of damage right now. There, we got one Poison Cloud gone. See if I can get some Hexes out here. Oh, I got it on 2 of the guys. Decrease speed. Get that provoke out there, even though I don't need it now. I probably should have held that provoke because I don't need it to block anything right now, really. Let's strip all these bad buffs up there that they had. That's a good thing to do. We got a leech going on, so we're going to try to keep hitting that leech head to get us healed up a little bit more here. Doesn't heal a lot. I mean, leech is always dependent on how much damage you do with your attacks. And none of these guys are really great on damage other than Thor. There we go. Head of Mischief is down. I like that. You know, I don't mind Head of Mischief as long as you can keep Hex on them. It's the big key. There we go. We'll do the Baroque there. I think we got another turn coming. Nice, we got one head coming back, and this one just went down for us. Which I find to be the best situation. If you're taking one head down while another pops up, it constantly gives you that decapitated head to beat up on, where you'll get the most damage done on those heads. So if you've always got one head down, then you're always doing good. In the top damage group, you want more than one head being down, but you don't want all 4 down, because that just, it slows down your damage actually. Especially if you got like an AoE type party that's doing damage everywhere, those heads are going to pop back up and they're all going to be immune for a while. Though they did just release an update to Hydra to where it starts next week. that if 4 heads are down at the same time, or when they all come back up, not all 4 heads will have immunity now. There'll always be at least 1 head that doesn't have immunity. So you will be able to do some damage to some heads now, even if you're wiping out the heads real fast, which is a good change. How it's actually implemented, well, we'll find out starting next week. We're doing good though. So far, I mean, if I can reach 60, 80 mil with this team, I'll be happy. I would love to hit 100, but this team's hard to hit 100 mil because it's just, I don't have the total damage that's needed across the board. I mean, I got damage in Thor, but not anywhere else. So like if Thor gets eaten, then I will have a hard time getting Thor out in the later stages. Okay, alright. Means we definitely gotta get our provoke up on that guy. Next chance we get. And there's another head down. Perfect timing, actually. Gotta love the timing of these heads right now. They're working out for us. Alright, there's our provoke. It's only 1 turn though, but that's all we need on him. We need him to block just 1 attack. Now this party will suffer against the Head of Torment because I don't have an AoE Perfect Veil. So I do have to deal with that quite a bit more often than in my other groups where I have Perfect Veil on multiple champions. You know, so I gotta rely on being able to cleanse a lot more in this group than I would the other groups. Yeah, see, this is where like I really want to provoke on him, but I can't because of the A2. So all I can do is hope that I come back around and get another turn before the Head of Decay goes here. We'll see how it goes. It's the one thing, and that's why I kind of prefer provoke being on A1 instead of A2. But you can't deny the usefulness of Maulie. Just because she places the provoke, like I said, gets past the weak affinity. It can sometimes be for 2 turns. It's like got a 50% chance. And if you put her in some relentless gear or even reflex gear, you can get her to get back around to it pretty quickly. Just depends how you end up having her built. You know, so I mean, she is useful. She definitely is. And if you don't have a lot of provokers on your team, especially void provokers, or even guys that can do provoke with AoE, I like AoE provokers also because then I don't have to worry about targeting a specific head. I can just target whichever head's going to give me the most damage, and know that provoke's going to still hit that other head with its chance. Now we do need to make sure we get our block buffs up here before this head goes. But I do have them up right now, but one head might lose it, so might not get it up on the Head of Blight here in time. Yeah, see, we're still on cooldown, so I won't get the Head of Blight blocked. Hopefully he goes before Head of Torment does. If he doesn't, it could be a little bad. We'll see. Good. He only got to put on himself. I can live with that. There we go, block. We don't have to worry about block buff as much for, at least for Head of Blight reason why. We still gotta worry about provoke though. Which I'm getting off just in time before he goes there. That's the one bad thing is when you do have provoke, it doesn't use up their turn. It just prevents them from using that A3 and A2. So you got to kind of keep the provoke up at all times until you miss and he ends up using a skill. Then you don't have to worry about provoke every single turn. You know, so obviously the faster you are, if you're faster than the Head of Decay, you can get like 2 times its speed or even 3 times for the real endgame players out there. You can get back around to your provoke before he goes. You know, it just depends on your team, really. And I'll say this is going to be trouble here. Head of Decay is decapitated, but he's weak. He's got the poison cloud, so I'm just... all my damage is going to be weak damage. It's going to be very hard to get that champion out. And Thor was feared, which just made things even worse because he didn't even get to do an attack. I do have 3 turns to get him out, which is good, but if I was at the stage where this was 2 turns, I'd be in trouble right now. But I think we still got plenty of time to get him out. Yeah, because he's going to take a turn, and he's going to lose that poison cloud. So we're actually going to drop this AoE. I'm going to save the A2 for when he doesn't have the poison cloud on him. Let's get that provoke out there again. And this is one of the reasons why I do manual runs now on all my teams. It can be tedious, for sure. But you can control when you're doing your buffs, or which head to specifically hit in certain situations. And that just, it allows you to do a lot more damage, especially with all the changes they made to Hydra. There's a big difference between full auto runs now versus what there was before. Now, if you're already getting top clash points, getting, you know, really good runs, and you don't mind just doing lower clash point runs, then yeah, you can go full auto for some teams easily. And I'll get to that point. My main goal for Hydra right now is obviously keep doing the top chests that I can. But I want to get to where I'm doing 1.2 bill every week so I can maximize those chest rewards. And then after that, I'll probably start maybe autoing some teams. I'll probably play at least 1 or 2 teams manually because I do like doing it. I like seeing where I can get on the damage numbers. And it does allow me to understand my champs a little bit better and also the Hydra fight a little bit better. You know, so if there's new champs, it's a good way for me to learn the new champ, like what skill I should be using, what skill I shouldn't be using. Same thing with Librarina. Librarina is really good for teaching you how to use your champs, or which champs you should be using, which ones you shouldn't be. Oh, we got no heads down now. I don't like that. Alright, we got the Head of Decay, so we gotta keep that guy broke. We still got our poison cloud guy out here. Let's go ahead and work on that guy then. We'll try to get this poison cloud guy down. Can't really ever target the Head of Torment, which is what I would like to do sometimes. But that's just the way it goes when you don't have perfect veil or somebody that can remove that fear. You know, so you got to go with that. Now, I'm probably not going to get provoke on this guy. Maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be close. So this could get interesting real quick here. Alright, we're going to try this. May get wasted though if I don't get Maulie to go next. Oh, yes, we got Maulie to go. Thank God, we timed it. Good. That way you can't cleanse it, and this guy won't be able to put the poison cloud on everybody that got the block buffs, which is everybody right now. The timing worked out for us there. Thank God. We're getting ready to get up into boss turn count 100. That's when it starts to get a little bit harder to get your people out of the decapitated heads. Well, not decapitated, but when you get eaten. You know, and you really don't want a poison cloud out there during that situation at all. You know, because you're already having to try to get somebody out in less than 2 turns, and sometimes not even 2 turns, because some of the heads here will actually take 2 turns with one of their turns because they have an extra turn, and that you don't always have 2 turns to get somebody out. Sometimes you only have 1 turn and that's it. So it can definitely be risky there. I do want to get one of these heads down here soon. Try to get some more max damage. I'd like to get Perfect Veil, this Head of Torment down soon, because he's actually stopped Thor from attacking several times on me. Which is not the best of situations. Looks like yeah, we'll put this out there right now. That's Head of Blight's almost down, so that'll be good. We got the Head of Decay being worked down slowly. Oh, there we go. Head of Blight's down. Now we got a head that we can target with damage. Oh, but we got to beat up on the Head of Wrath since he ate one of my champs. And I'm just looking at his skills. Okay, there we go. I don't have to worry about him going twice with his turn. I should be able to get this guy out though. I mean, as soon as Thor does his hit, he should do enough damage, and I'm not feared at the moment, so. Oh, we didn't get him out. Oh, we could. Almost though. That's alright, we'll get him out. I'm confident in that already. So confident that we're just going to hit this head here. These buffs. Basically, I'm waiting for my AoE attack. It'll happen right here, and he'll be out. I say you got feared now, which is bad, because I'm pretty sure I don't got nobody with the cleanse up right now. Yeah, which can be bad, obviously. But sometimes you can get your attack off. I mean, it doesn't always prevent it. It has been preventing it on Thor, though. I've had bad luck there. I think every time he's been feared, he hasn't been able to go. Do need to get a block buff up on the Head of Wrath here. We don't want him getting beefed up. I'll get rid of some of that. Got the head of decay almost down a little bit better. Sun Wu's still on timer for his block debuff. That's where Ugo's real good, because Ugo will do the defense down, block buff. He also will heal people. And he can remove one debuff, which does come in helpful, like getting rid of the extra fears that pop up, block healings here and there. You know, so even if you already have a cleanser, it's a nice backup cleanse on him. It's even nice, like, if your party is wiping and somehow Ugo's last and you haven't used his heal skill, will actually revive the whole party. I pulled that off twice, but it's not often that it lines up that way for me, ever. Usually Ugo's like one of the first ones that goes. But it can happen. It's nice to know it's there sometimes. But we've got our 60 mil, so I'm definitely happy with this run overall. This run's gonna be a run that I will keep. We almost got the Head of Torment down, which would be nice. We won't have to deal with fear unless he comes back. And I don't know if I don't know if I want him to come back, or if I don't think I really want to see the Head of Mischief. The Head of Mischief can cause so much havoc. But I do have Hex for the Head of Mischief, so I guess I don't want to see Head of Torment come back, because I have no great way to deal with that fear in a good amount. I don't have enough cleansers to get rid of it quickly enough. Do gotta get a little careful here. Head of Wrath is starting to get his counter up, and he does do damage the higher you go up. So I need to try to make sure I'm at full health here. And there's the Head of Mischief. I think Skorid's gonna be coming around to doing his Hex here shortly, I hope. Nope, not yet. We got 2 turns to go. Just gonna work out, I think. Alright, there's our block boss. Don't have to worry about the Head of Wrath getting reflect damage on them. Yeah, we'll do that. Even though we got the Head of Decay, might pop back up here again soon. Alright, we survived that reflect damage hit. Well, not reflect damage, but the Head of Wrath attack. Hit that counter. But this is hard, like I said. It's decrease in attack's not as important at this level, especially if you have camps that are built. You know, but I would definitely say Brutal and Nightmare, you want these decreased attack. It's important to have that up there. There's our Hex. Got that on the Head of Mischief, which is good because it's like in 3 turns. I can't read that number that well, so 3 turns or 5 head turns, so I'll be getting Deacon will be getting swallowed. Alright, let's cleanse all of this off. There we go. Big boy hit. There we go. Well, not a big boy hit. His A3, which hits pretty good, but not as good as his HU does. Oh, they cleanse the Hex out though. Wow, I mistimed that. Get that block off is the problem. Rogue, I missed it. alright, we got debuff coming back out. I do wish we had the Hex out though right now. That's not out, and it's a bit of a concern for me. Not much we can do about it right now though. And the Head of Mischief took it. That's the one guy I don't want taking that head. So this might be my first guy I lose, actually. Unless I get lucky with a good hit here. You know, 'cause I can't hit him. I can't do direct hits on him. I can do AoE hits on him. And Thor's not on the direct hit, sadly. But here we go. Here we go with the Hex. Alright, we got Hex out there. Now I can directly target him. See if we can get this guy out. Sad part is... Okay, he doesn't take an extra turn. That's good. But we only got one turn to get him out now. And it's not the best affinity. Ooh, I might not be able to get him out. It's gonna be risky. Gonna be close. Oh, got him. Just got him out. Nice. Alright, let's get Provoke Gerber on this guy. We got 2 heads down, so we can try to get some damage here. See if we can chase down that 80 mil now. We got 70 mil, so let's try to get 80. Oops. See? Right there. I should have been targeting this Head of Decay over here. Get some damage going, but just not paying attention the right way. So, cut down on a lot of the damage I'm doing. And you don't target the right heads. Alright, Head of Wrath came back. I'm okay with that, as long as we keep him from getting reflect damage on him. Our next guy to get swallowed though will be Thor, and that's going to be iffy, because that's, like I said, the rest of the team doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Thor's definitely the one doing all the damage here. So it's gonna be a little interesting. Alright, block buffs, good. We don't have to worry about reflect damage on the Head of Wrath right now. We've got this guy provoked. We don't need to worry about all that damage there. And oh, now he's dead. Now 3 heads down, this could be a bad situation, because they're going to pop up probably close to the same time, and I'm going to have multiple heads that I cannot damage well. This is probably what I don't want right now, because I'd rather only have 1 head coming back each time, especially if you're going to get swallowed here. Just have to see how it goes and see which heads pop up too. I mean, it's gonna get interesting. But I think right now, we're going to hit our 80 mil. We're doing good. We're at 76. All right, who we get back? Head of Mischief. All right, so we got to get Hex out there as soon as we can. It's gonna be 2 turns though. Not much we can do about that. This head's popping. And Head of Suffering. Alright. Oh, yeah, see, look at that. All 4 heads right now are protected. I can't damage nobody right now. They're all protected. This is what they are fixing. Like in the patch when it takes effect, this won't happen. You'll have a head that will be unprotected. You know, so this is definitely worst case scenario here. But at least I had a Blights on here. I don't have to worry about Poison Cloud. I do got Hex on the Mischief guy, so I don't have to worry about him being swallowed. But I definitely need some of these guys to come unprotected, especially whichever head swallows Thor. Because I'm gonna need to be able to try to do max damage with everybody else. And the Head of Torment might make that difficult because of the fear. Alright, let's get the Hex out there. Everybody having Hex, that means I can target different heads and cause different bouts of damage, which is good. But I'm sitting here dealing with all this fear crap right now. Get that done. Picking on the Head of Wrath right now. He happens to be the weak target for me at the moment. It's kind of good because he wasn't building this counter because he had his Enrage or whatever it's called that was up. Now he's going to build a counter, which could be bad. We're going to see if we can get him down before he gets that 15 turn counter going, but a little risky. These guys are getting a little low in health. I'm not too happy. I was kind of hoping Thor would have got perfect veil there, but Thor's getting ready to get eaten, so unfortunately there's not much I can do about that. One thing I can do is try to make sure everything's up buff wise and just pray it's the right head that's a slow head. Head of Mischief took it. Alright. But he's got Hex for one turn now, so I gotta try to do as much damage as I can right now. And I probably won't do much because he's protected. Well, he's not protected, but he's a weak affinity against most of these guys. So I don't know, I might not get Thor out here, guys. That's just the reality of it. Yeah, I just don't have anybody that can do that kind of damage quickly. We got one turn to try to get that bar down. That's all we got. And he doesn't have Hex no more, so I can't. I can try it. I got a hit there. Kind of wish it was somebody else that got that hit though. And Skorid is probably off cooldown, so yeah, we're probably not going to get him down. Oh, we got Hex here. Question is, will I get enough turns to get him out? And I don't know. Oh, we got him out. Oh yes, I love that. That's beautiful. And we got our 80 mil, so we hit that target. Love it. Alright, we got 2 more turns before Elva's taken. See if we can get some of these guys healed up though. Oh, wow, that hurt. Alright, we're gonna revive Maulie here. Because Maulie will be able to res the other guys if I can keep her alive long enough. We'll find out. Ah, there went Thor. Yeah, they're hitting hard now. We're up at that stage and they're delivering. I probably should have brought Skorid back, but I want Thor back. I was getting ready to get 8 in here, and I'm not going to be able to bring Skorid back for a few turns. Unless Elva gets another turn before he gets eaten. Hard to say here. I'd like to get some more help on Maulie somehow. Got no leech out there to help her though, so I mean that's... Alright, let's get Skorid up. Ugh, gotta deal with the fear. Ugh, wow, that was a lot of attacks of dealing with fear, that sucked. Wow, we're coming up on 55 minutes. This has been a long run. I feel like I've been moving it along, but yeah, it's just taking a while on this one. Oh, we just hit 1,000 turns. That's pretty good. If you reach 1,000 turns, you're going pretty deep. But it's also going to get a lot. They're going to start swallowing people a lot more often. So yeah, it's going to get a lot harder to get my champions out with this group. Some groups you could do it easily. Just depends what's going on, what the situation of the different heads are. I got 3 heads down right now, which is kind of nice because I'm not taking damage from anybody, so I do have a chance to try to get healed up here. Head of Mischief is back out, and I've already used Hex, so that could be a little bad there. Kind of wish I had Hex going back on him right away, but we don't, so we just deal with it as we can. We are back at the full health a little bit, which is good to see. Oh, we got a second head back. Head of Decay, so we gotta get a Provoke off on him. So we need to get a Hex and a Provoke off. And we still got one head to here that we can beat up on damage-wise. We're not gonna get that head with Hex, unfortunately. Be able to next turn, though. There's our Provoke, so we got the head of Provoke done. We don't have to worry about the cleanse right now. Oh, and yeah, Head of Mischief just swallowed that guy, which is... I don't know, Deacon's able to hit him, thank God, but nobody else is. Oh, there we go. We got Hex coming up out at the right time. But a lot of weak hits, so we got to deal with that. We don't have to worry about fear right now, which is good. So we can try to do max damage here a little bit. We can get a few hits for Thor onto this guy. We'll get him out. Especially if I can keep all the buffs there going. Get the block buffs out there. Now I do need to get a Provoke on this Head of Decay so he doesn't cleanse the Hex there. Oh, we almost got it out there. Oh, there we go. Nice. Got him out right away. Next one will be Sung Woo, which is good. We don't want Thor being eaten at all here right now because he's about the only one that's going to get these guys out. We don't got no heads anywhere near being decapitated, so that's makes it interesting. But we don't have the Head of Blight to deal with. We only got the Head of Decay and the Head of Mischief. So that's kind of a good thing. Head of Wrath is going to be a little dangerous, obviously. I mean, last time he attacked, we did lose quite a few people in one shot. Head of Decay did provoke there. But I don't have to worry. I do have to still get a provoke on him. Because he still has that there for us. Well, we're doing okay damage-wise. Like, see, Sung Woo just took a hit. Which is sad, because that passed the mark of death, basically, over to another champ. I would have rather that stuck with Maulie. But... yeah, we need some health. We got fleck damage on this guy. So now it's... Yeah, this is going south a little quickly here. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, wow. Yeah, this is... Alright, we got to try and get Maulie up, and then get Thor up. Just hope we can keep Maulie alive long enough. Sad part is, they spread the damage. This is actually pretty bad. I'm going to target the head of weakness. That way I do the least amount of damage. Which means less damage to me. Still lost Skorid though. We are going to get Thor up. And we will have protect damage on him. But we still need... We need Sun Wu to go with his... See, this is bad. This is... Well, I got block damage, so I should be okay, I think. Depends when they triggers. Yeah, good. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of all that buff problems there. Nice. Put that all back on us. And see if we can get this back under control. We managed to survive a little bit there. Still not out of the woods yet. We got to get buffs out on these guys. I got no provoke, no hex out there. But we passed 90 mil, so now we're working up towards that 100 mil, which will be a great run for this team in my opinion. Alright, we got to provoke. Well, we didn't really need to provoke, but it's out there anyhow. Gives me some reflect damage on Maulie, which does do damage whenever I get attacked. We should be getting a revive here soon for Skorid. There we go. Alright, we got Skorid up. That means we got everybody back alive, but not at full health, so that's still a bit of a concern. Now we got a head with a shield. That's not the best situation. Now we have to get rid of the shield. Which, as you saw, Thor did not do a whole lot of damage to it. We will have a full 2-4 turns because his skill's not on cooldown for it, but... Oof. Can't get through that shield though. That shield's... Oh, that's bad actually. I can get the shield down before it takes a turn. Maybe I can do enough damage. Oh, we just lost Skorid. It's not what I want to see happen. Yep, this is kind of going south on us real quick here. I should have revived Skorid there. I messed up, actually. But we're going to do some healing here. Try to get some of these guys up. Sad part is, this guy's now got protection. Alright, I'm still gonna go for it. This is gonna kill Thor. Oh wow, he survived it. Wow. Oh, because he got stunned. Oh! Revive! I need to revive! Here we go. Whew, thank God. But he cleansed. Oh. Yeah, I got bad timing going on now. This is definitely not what I wanted to do here. Yeah, we're not getting Sun Wu out. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying, but man, unless I really get a huge crit off. Yep, yeah. Alright, we're going to switch over to this guy, because I'm not getting Sungwoo out, not in less than half a turn, so we're going to try to get this other guy out, if we can. I may not have the damage right now, but honestly, it's too much health bar I gotta try and wipe out. Not enough damage from the other champion to really make it work, and no debuffs are on the mobs right now, so that hurts. You know, so no defense down, no block buffs. Oh, and now he got a shield, so yeah, we're actually just gonna focus on this decapitated head, see if I can pull off 100 mil still. Not gonna get that other guy out, it's just not happening. See if we can get another decapitated head here. Nice thing about taking him down, when he died like that, it prevented his reflect damage from coming back on me, which was awesome. Alright, see if we can get that 100 mil. If I can survive long enough, that is. A lot of damage going on right now. I lost my block buff guy, so I don't have that out there no more. Don't have defense down going either. So yeah, there's not a whole lot working in my favor overall. But that's Hydra. Hydra goes this way. Gets a lot harder in the later stages. We'll keep kicking at it, see what we can get done. Oh, there went Maulie. And there went my head that I was beating on damage wise. So that's go beat on this one. I really want to hit 100. Can we get it right here? Oh, so close. Oh, there we go. Got it with the final hit. Nice. 100 mil. I'm very happy with this run. Very happy. Now it's just a matter of how long can we survive? How much more damage can we get before they actually wipe me out? We're actually getting up to the turn count limit too. 938 out of 1,000. That's pretty good for this account, really. I have to look. I don't know if this is my best run with this team or not. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look. I know I've had better with other teams that I ran, like some of the teams that moved up to Brutal and Nightmare. I think this might be the best this team's done. Though I did change it. Like I said, I swapped Maulie in for Physics. You know, so I mean, that obviously plays a role. Not worried about trying to get a champ out, because we know we can't do it. So it's just, right now it's all about just go for max damage where we can. Try to keep ourselves alive as much as possible. Just try to rack up some damage here. Every little bit will help with clash points. Oh, there's the beginning of the end. There we go. Gonna get a few attacks in with this guy, and then he's gonna get eaten. Alright, there we go. 102.17 mil. It's a good run. Alright, so we're going to keep this result. Obviously, Thor did 49 mil. Skorid did 22 mil, mostly because of the Hex that he puts out, but he does do damage with his Hex out there, unlike some other Hex champions. But we'll keep that result. And I'll show you what some of the teams, some of the members are gear-wise, so you can see that I don't have them geared all that great. We've got Elva in a mixed set. I mean, does have a speed set there. Numbers aren't that high. She is booked. She does have her masteries. Thor is probably better damage than most of my tunes. You know, he's got over 5,000 attack power, 200 crit damage, moving at a good clip, 244 speed. Who else we got in there? We got Sungwoo. Like I said, Sungwoo needs some work. He does have over 5,000 attack, but his defense is low. He's only running 212 speed. Not a lot of crit damage. So he definitely needs some rework gear-wise. Who else we have? We got Skorid. Skorid doesn't have a whole lot to him. It's just mainly got that accuracy, got some speed, 250 speed basically. So it doesn't do a whole lot of damage other through his Hex skills here. You know, he puts out increased attack. Will do some extra damage whenever he has Hex out there. Ignores 15% of target's defense while they're under Hex debuff, which helps out with his damage a bit. We got Maulie. Maulie's okay built, but I didn't have a lot of great gear at the time when I geared her. She could use a lot more defense in her build. Speed-wise, I'm okay with the speed. A little bit faster would be better. Accuracy's plenty. I mean, 300 accuracy you can do Nightmare with, especially if you got some arena bonuses. Which I do have arena bonuses for Hydra. Just to show you those. There's my Hydra battles. Ignore defense is huge for doing maximizing your damage output. And I'm slowly raising these others up as I can. So that's about all I got for you. This was a longer session. Sorry for the length of it. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll catch you next time. Don't forget that subscribe, hit that like. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing a good job or suggestions, whatever there is. And we'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.